So I can't get this out of my head, so I'm gonna put it out in video, and it's my thoughts on it. Because I notice patterns, right? Like what make an entrepreneur great, and what make them get extraordinary results. Like they have freaking like people think like crazy thought thinking is crazy, and they have like really crazy vision for the world. And what happened is they're very passionate, and that they're very hungry to change the world. What make them do that? And I realize it's because they don't want people to suffer what they have to go through, right? And I watch a lot of things, and people want what is it? What's the difference, right? And oftentimes I was thinking to myself, like, why do I do the things that I do, and why do I want to change the law of attraction community, or the spiritual, or the metaphysical, or psychic? Because I don't want them to suffer, because I had to suffer. Because all I did back in the day was watch law of attraction videos, because I tried to understand what happened in my life that changed the course. Like, why is it that when we change our mindset and our mood, um, things change within the world? And that why wasn't because I was diving deep into, I was really frustrated, and I was deep like, why is it that my life is not moving into the direction at that time, in like back in 2013? So I keep um, uh, trying to understand it, and until I watch different videos like from entrepreneurs, or other content which move the needle. And so I watch content that push me to my do the things that I need, say I'm going to do, because the things that you want to do might not be for someone else. They have different desire than you. They have different wants than you. And so I was reading this email from, because I'm on Bob Proctor email list, so I guess he always send out, or somebody in his team, or people who work for him send out a newsletter or email. And so I saw this. Les Brown say it's important to have someone in your life who can take you to places in yourself that you can't go by yourself, right? And when I watch Evan Carmichael content, when I watch Roberto Blake, or Ed Milet, or Grant Cardone, or anybody who's or Dan Locke, they have greater vision, because they want to change the world. And I see that they have extraordinary results, right? Think about this, right? Um, there's people who want to change the world, right? There's people who just want to help their family out, or just their local community, or but what push people to do the things that get them extraordinary results, and that is their vision, right? It depends on what type of vision that you have. Most of Because I look at also Ralph Smart, why he have because Ralph Smart had like extraordinary results on his YouTube channel, right? And I see it. It's because they have a vision to inspire, to uplift, to change the world for some way or shape or form. And they like you often hear Evan Carmichael talk about billions of entrepreneurs he want to impact, because he don't want them to suffer, because he had to suffer as an entrepreneur, right? And that push him. Basically, your vision, not only your vision will impact what you do, it also impact your action, because without without action, or because most people in life, when you have mediocre results, is because you don't have a reason. You don't have a unless you're very lost in the world and you don't know what to do. But it's because you're surrounded by people who have mediocre thinking. And they will have, because even when you have mediocre thinking, you will have mediocre results. But if you're always surround your content, or people who you inspire to be or look up to, you want to inspire to be like that. So it push you, because they know um, the way to get where you want to go, and they already have achieve what you wanted to achieve. So you inspire to do that. Make it push you to do that. Um, and their vision affect their behavior and action. In this book, it talks about Thomas Edison remind us vision, what execution is hallucination. But if we rally together and execute with precision, we take more shots on, allow more crazy idea to bubble up because the very best idea often uh, sound ridiculous when first proposed. This is in this book. And the third wave of internet. The first wave was, I don't know if I talked about this yet. In this book, it talked about first wave was 1985 to 1999, building the internet, laying the foundation for the online world. Second wave, 2000 to 2015, second wave, app economy and mobile revolution, search, social, and e-commerce startup grow on the top of the internet. Third wave, 2016, Internet of Everything. So to change the world, meaning you have to take small step to get there, but they're for it's like they have entrepreneur when they get extraordinary results or they went through a lot of pain and suffering and process, but also when they have a vision and they want to inspire people, they also get extraordinary results and people come to their life to help them move the needle for them to execute for their vision. Let me see. Uh, the winner of the third wave will be those who chase big impact ideas with a sense of urgency. The third wave of the internet is coming. The moment where the internet transforms something we interact with to something that interact with everything around us. Those who consider themselves entrepreneurs in the book talk about our country and the world depends on you. Our future is going to rise and fall with the dreamers and doers. The Internet of Everything will affect every aspect of our life in increasing seemingly way to use this tool to your advantage. Now, you're probably thinking, why do I have crazy ideas, crazy thinking? Because I don't want the people who are in the law of attraction or psychic or metaphysical or spiritual to suffer what I had to suffer, because it took me a long time to figure out how to get where I wanted to go or how to change the world, or just little by little that these books, the content, because I very vastly don't, because law of attraction video rarely pushed me to um, my vision, right? It really helped me, but only if I surround myself with people who have done bigger things than me, then I must surround myself to that. Because when you're surrounding content that push you and make you want to do those things because you want to change the world, right? Ultimately, because think about it, to change the status quo in something that people who are in love with the thing, it's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be easy, and that's gonna be pushing the boundary, the buttons of people who are comfortable and they conform. And also, and I can see a lot that a lot of people who are like me, they suffer from these ideas. So if these ideas could change, then I could change like little by little, and to disrupt a little by little to make a dent in the universe. And that is my signature, because I allow myself to think crazy thoughts, to uh, because I also want to be surrounded by people who or have extraordinary results than I have, and that make me want it to become better, not uh, just wanting to attract the things, because those things don't matter. What matters is uh, people who, because there's a mindset, right? The mindset of people who want to change the world, and the people who just want to help their communities, and that's fine. Whatever, because many people have different wants, and I don't want the same thing as many people, right? I don't, because people are different and whatever. But I don't want that. I just want, when I see people use my ideas or somehow it's changing their life, that make me happy, right? And somehow like these ideas help them because I connect them with, because I do have fear and I try to overcome that. It's not always easy, right? And and that I can see start little that it start to make an impact because these ideas are important and I don't want to be the same like everybody else. I do the opposite, right? Because every time I say the thing, like I gotta be you though, right? But I gotta put out my ideas. Regard, if you want things to improve, you must stand up for what you believe. And most of the things that I believe, because I consume content that are outside of spiritualities, outside of the law of attraction, and I surround myself with people who want what I want. I mean, people who want I want no no people who have what I want and what I that's yeah that's my messed up, but that's okay. I just put a but I want that for myself, right? To I want to surround myself with extraordinary people, right? Because I want extraordinary results. Or even though we want extraordinary results, it's still a process because every day I can see myself from 3 years ago that I would never push my limit or my comfort zone than I did this year because it was so frightening. Like, holy shit, I'm challenging people, or going out my comfort zone saying these things, and man, it's frightening. It's scary, right? To disrupt something, I never done that before because I try to agree with people so I won't get out of, not to disrespect them. You can respect them, but you can disagree, um, if maybe, right? But also, I think I wrote something too. And also, they have loyal. I wrote something, but I can't. So, but they people inspire to be like them, right? So they like you've seen it over and over again. They because they want that for themselves, right? People want that their life for themselves. They aspire to be like that, so they have loyal. That's why they become loyal fans, and they see that when their hero has a bigger vision for them, for people, it lead them to become great, to inspire, and to uplift, to pull something out of themselves, the potential that they could have had, right? Just like Les Brown. Les Brown, when he spoke, he give you the word of encouragement, the word of uplifting, the word of that. Yeah, I can do this. Like this is. I'm not gonna die with my music within me, and that I'm gonna do the best I can to change something, to change my future, to change our future, to change something. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna break through all the barriers, breaking it because I know for a fact that videos has an effect on this world. If it's meaningful, that it can help other people, that I can see that's I want. That's my thoughts for today. Is that these people who have extraordinary results, but they also have to deal with the process, right? Where pains and suffering and failure to get where they are now, right? But that's where they have years of experience and failures and whatnot. And that's what you want to be. You gotta surround yourself with content that aren't mediocre, that change your mindset. It seep into your mind to become the greatest person that you can be, right? No matter how many off day you get, yes, you should relax. I don't. My relaxation is very different from people. Mine is just play card game, right, or watch movie. But at the end of the day, I must be proud of the content that I create. That it helps someone out there. That They let go of what they used to believe or let go of what they used to know, right? That make me happy. That make me proud of the content and the work that I have provided. Change people for better, not for the worse. They might not they might not agree some with the some of the ideas, but I can tell you that these ideas change you, influence you. That's my thoughts today. I'll see you guys next time.